Iron News Telecast.
Good afternoon, Summoners, and welcome to the first episode of the Iron News Telecast. I'm Pluto,
And I'm Gun.
here to bring you the latest in League of Legends. Apologies for any external noises you may hear, we're still building the studio here. Anyways, World Finals may have ended 3 weeks ago, but the world of League has not died down, with last week bringing us some exciting things to look forward to as Season 9 fast approaches.
Fast? I don't know how you define fast, but 3 months of preseason is an absolute joke. Nobody even tries to rank. However, we do have some stuff to occupy the time. A new champion, which looks disgusting, and changes that came to objectives, and the horrible convoluted system which Riot refuses to accept as a failure, runes.
I don't know about that. But additionally, we have some spicy drama in what some call DAgate, and radical roster changes in the NA and EU LCS, or should I say, LEC.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is that all?
Korean roster changes? I'm not saying what I forgot here.
You absolute mong. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to make sure you're all informed of the #1 competitive League of Legends event of the year, the Tyler 1 Championship Series.
Gunt!
Hey, you're killing the hype, man.
That's not on the script.
What do you mean? Why is that? Why would that not be in the script? Who gives a about
Hey!
Korean rock?
Hey! This is a family-friendly show. Darn it. Fine, we can talk about the TCS later.
Nice.
But, before we continue, let's see the weather with Plutoette. Thanks, Pluto. Plutoette here, bringing you this week's weather forecast. Patch 8.23 has just come out with changes to... how do you say this guy's name? Oh, okay. Changes coming out to Aatrox, Ezreal, Talia, and Lissandra. Wow, that's a pretty name, girl. Let's look at the pick and ban rate for Platinum Plus. Wow. That's a hell of a Kali ban, as she exceeds a 70% ban rate, only making appearances in a few games. Irelia and Lucian remain popular champions, and we have a 60% chance of precipitation for Salt with Yasuo. It is rumored that Victor with Shield Bash is popular, so watch out for all you melee top laners! Now on to the top 5 win rates. Oh, Momo, come here. Momo. Okay, no, I saw my oh, sorry, I forgot I was on the show. Okay. Shaco, of course, is a frustrating one, as a Shaco on your team will feed, but a Shaco on their team will dine. Zillion and Lux support seem to be very popular at the moment, so if you see the light, run. That's Lux trying to kill you. Wow, Lux sounds like a Speaking of death, Karsus has been spotted everywhere from top, mid, and even the bot lane. Sounds like my man's in Anyways. Watch out for the Dark Harvest monster and Hail of Qs. Stay safe in the harsh weather. Now back to the desk with Pluto and Gunt. God, I need to smoke after that. Thanks, Plutoette. Now on to the news.
First up, it's a new champion, Nico. Basically Zoe 2.0 will hopefully be joined to the League of Legends roster with patch 8.24, potentially the last patch before 9.1. She's an interesting new champ for 1000 games Hearthstone D5 animals to one trip, just like those brainlet Shaco players. They're basically a plague.
Is there something you gotta let out, Gunt?
D5 Shacos, man. They really get to you. Anyways, Nico's able to take on the appearance of her allies because we didn't need any more over-the-top ridiculous garbage and new champ kits. Looking at you, Akali. And has some decent CC and burst damage. It seems like she could potentially be a support or a mid laner. From what LS has stated, she might be a jungler, but I doubt it personally.
Seems like Red's really expanding on the Vestayan lore as well, as Nico joins the stallions such as Rakan, Zaya, and Ari on the Summoner's Rift. Next up, in what some call DAgate, conflict has sparked between the members of the popular K-pop band KDA. Ari, lead vocalist of KDA, has made some comments on Twitter, stating that it was ironic the two invisible champions get the most attention. It is believed that this is in reaction to the massive Akali fan art on the LoL subreddit, and to a lesser extent, Evelyn. When we reached out to KDA's rapper Akali for a comment, she responded that she was too busy eating ramen to care for drama, and recommended tonkatsu flavor. Other lead vocalist Evelyn stated that Ari is receiving much love on a certain other subreddit, and should be happy. Lead dancer Kaiser responded in an unintelligible language that sounded like Dutch.
Hey, I've seen some pretty hot stuff on the other sub.
Gunt! Family-friendly show. Next up, we're discussing some upcoming changes in patch chat.
Welcome to Patch Chat, where we say yay or nay to some of the changes in the new patch and discuss why. Of course, we're experts on the game, so you can basically take our word as truth.
We're both low diamond.
Take notes, Balance Team, you absolute... Never mind. First up is Lissandra changes with a new passive and changes to her mana cost and damage. Personally, I think that the new passive is insane. I simply don't understand how Riot Games thought it would be a great idea to give a champion an AoE persistent slow, as well as a damage explosion scaling with AP at the end of the persistent slow. And it lasts a very, very long time.
For me, I think it's a lot better than the old passive, which was just boring. Some mana refund passive. I think the new passive might be a bit overpowered, but that's something they can fix up.
Yeah, I guess they could nerf it, and I think that they should. If it's nerfed, it's a yay from me. If not, nay.
It's a yay from me.
Alright. Next up are ward and trinket changes, with the control ward inventory cap going down 1 and warding duration being decreased later in the game. Personally, I like it. I feel like at the moment, wards are a little bit too powerful. I think they're used for just simply random warding throughout the map. I feel like wards should be more centered around early lane control, being able to avoid jungle ganks, and I think that it should be used late game for objective control. Right now, it's just simply too long, and the control wards are too easy to get your hands on. What do you think?
I think, well, personally as a support main, I'm kind of sad that I can't have 3 control wards on me anymore. But I do see the benefits of a much more exciting game when your vision game is when your vision is dark. Especially high pressure situations like Baron and Dragon Dancing, they are much more exciting for me, at least.
Okay. I'm going to give it a yay.
Yeah, I give it a yay too.
Alright. For our third yay or nay, turrets are changing, with turret plating being added, and changes to their AD scaling and gold values. I'm going to give it a definite yay. I think that it gives a lot more early tempo to lane bullies, and I think that it also helps out the weaker champions in the early game, as long as they're not, dying to the lane bullies. It gives them a chance to get through laning phase, get those, items that they need to scale up, and I think it's really good. What do you think?
I give it a yay as well. It's really nice to see when you get 4-man dive bot and your turret doesn't immediately fall. They have to come back like twice or thrice to get your turret down.
I agree. Alright, it's a yay from me.
Yep, yay.
Alright. Next, it's not only turrets, but minions are changing as well, with health, AD, and move speed scaling increased. Also, cannon minions spawn more often in the early game. Definite yay. I'm basically up for anything which increases the tempo of the game. I like my games to go quick. I play a lot of lane bullies and high aggression early game champions. I think it's great. Move speed on the minions lets them, finish games faster. What do you think?
Yeah, I've had a few games today actually where would be dancing at Baron, and because we had the enemy inhibitor down, the enemy team is really pressured in either going back or fighting us immediately, because those minions, man, they're really hitting strong now. Like, those Nexus turrets are going down in a matter of like 10 to 20 seconds before, whereas before they took maybe a minute to go down. I'd
Yeah,
say it's a yay for me.
definitely a yay for me too. Next, objective respawn times are getting faster, and the early elemental drakes give stronger buffs. I would say I think that this is pretty cool. Once again, I play lane bullies. This gives lane bullies an opportunity to win their lane. Maybe take that early dragon objective, get those extra stats early game. Once again, it helps the pacing of the game. I think Riot's kind of trying to reduce game times even shorter than they already are, and I like it. What do you think?
I like them too. It's a yay for me, definitely. I feel like there's a lot less dead time in my games. You're constantly looking for the next objective, whereas before you'd be stalling the game out for a minute or two, waiting for Baron to come up or something, so you can end the game.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. Next, many of the runes are changing too, with major changes to celerity, which is now basically garbage, and Dark Harvest. Actually, Dark Harvest was immediately nerfed after release, and some other major changes are Chrysalis being removed entirely and Shield Bash coming in as its replacement. I think the celerity, once again, is garbage. They basically, there's no reason to take it anymore on anyone besides like Hecarim. Dark Harvest is really cool. I played a lot of heavy poke bot lanes recently, and I think that it's pretty fun. Um, Chrysalis, I never really cared about. It's basically just, stats. And Shield Bash, I get it. Um, I don't know how strong it is, but I'm sure it's fine. What do you think?
I've been seeing a lot more Dark Harvest supports coming out in my games. Well, Dark Harvest in general. I'll have like 8 or 9 players in a single game take Dark Harvest. But since I'm a support main, what I've definitely noticed is the increase in Sonas, there's Zyras and Lux and Vel'Koz. All these champions that I'm they they get poke off, but they're not really supports. They're more like build full damage and then do damage late game kind of supports. I've been seeing a lot more of those because of the Dark Harvest changes.
Yeah,
Uh, for me, I'd say it's a yay. I'm an Alistar one trick, and it's kind of nice being able to play other champions once in a while. I'm on vacation right now with preseason.
yeah. Yeah, I would say it's a yay for me. All right, so next we have bounties. We have an increase on kill bounties after 4 kills, and your farming can also attach a bounty to you, having CS leads. I personally think this is just terrible. Why would you give CSing is basically all down to skill. Whatever player is better is going to have the higher CS, usually. I think that having farming bounties is nutty. It's like really stupid. And I can see why they would want higher kill bounties in the game. Definitely feels like, that 13-3 Jax getting at least a kill on him would feel pretty good. What
Yeah, I
do you think?
definitely agree with the new bounty changes. I think for the farming thing, in high elo, it's something that matters more than in low elo. Because in high elo, people know how to freeze the lane, they know how to deny the enemy farm. And when you lose farm, you lose out on a lot of gold. So the farming bounty kind of makes sense to me. Low elo games are always a fiesta, so it doesn't really matter. I guess even in America, high elo doesn't really matter. This is something that would probably affect Korea and Europe more. I give it a
I
yay.
agree. I gotta give it an A. The farming bounty is just too much for me. Um, well, that's a lot of changes to talk about for this week's patch, but we have one more. Teleport is actually no longer cancelable. This is a nerf,
Oh,
though it has a slightly shorter channel time. I think that it's great. I feel like teleport was a bit oppressive. Just anytime a play happens on the map, people instantly teleport without thinking because they know that they can cancel it. I think now players are going to have, they're going to have to think more. They're going to think about, is this teleport going to go through and is it going to work? Are my teammates going to be able to support me, etc.? What do you think?
yeah, this definitely gives much more punishment for making bad teleport cards. And it puts much more pressure on. You have to be more committed to it. I agree with you.
Yeah,
But I would give it a
I-
yay.
I'll give the A too.
Okay.
Well, that's it for Patch Chat. We'll come back with some more news after a brief message from our sponsors.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。And welcome back to the broadcast. The EULCS has rebranded to the LEC, or League of Legends European Championship. There's a new logo, a new look, and a new feel for the European scene of professional League of Legends.
Aw, looks like NA's little brother is getting a
Hey,
little bit of help. Right?
Gun. Let's try not to get murdered now. Additionally, the 10 teams competing in the LEC have been announced.
Fnatic, Sharko 4, G2 Esports, Misfits, Splice, and Team Vitality returning from last year, and SK Gaming, Rogue, Excel Esports, and Origin are coming in to replace Unicorns of Love, rest in peace, H2K, Rockcat, and Giants Gaming.
Some exciting names we're seeing here with the return of XL and Rogue to the European scene.
You mean SK and Origin?
Right. I've only watched the LCS since last year, so I'm just... The script said maybe it's a typo or...
Alright. Anyways, with the new season comes new rosters, and here are our predictions for 2019.
Oh, one sec. Did you get the memo this morning with Caps joining G2?
What team is Perks going on then?
He's staying on G2
That doesn't mean. What do you mean?
as ADC.
All right. Well, we can still.
And Febiven's back on EU with Misfits and Gorilla.
Thank God that man-child's out of an A, but
And
Gorilla?
Moogly on Vitality.
Next up, with our NALCS roster predictions, we've got
Wait, there's also some changes in that,
what?
with Jensen.
What about him?
Steve bought him. And Core JJ.
All right. Give me a second to redo this.
And 100 Thieves got banged. Uh-oh. Gunt? I don't know if he's coming back. Anyways, a few coaches moving around. Zix on TSM, Peter Zhang on TSM Academy. Weldon joined CLG, Song is the head coach for Echo Fox, and Nero on Golden Guardians. Ryu is moving to assistant coach position for 100 Thieves. Sis is now head coach for Misfits, and Origin is signing Gil Hoto. Player changes. You have Jensen and Core JJ have joined Team Liquid as the mid laner and support. Pobelter is moving to FlyQuest. Bang and Huhi are on 100 Thieves. Power Evil have joined CLG and the LEC. Soaz and Febiven are joining Misfits. Caps is joining G2 and Perks is moving to the ADC role. Alfari, Nuktuk, and Sheriff have joined Origin, and Kikis and Hiku have signed on to Rogue. Lots of exciting stuff. And it'll be exciting to see Team Liquid dominate American again.
Hey.
What?
This is a new broadcast. Don't bring your biased opinions in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you're a Team Liquid fan.
No, wait, how did that get up there? Anyways, the TCS.
Oh, right. Honestly, what is NALCS? What is LEC? What is Worlds? It's boring. What does any of this mean? Nothing. Nothing compared to the ultimate event of the year. The best players in America will be fighting later today in the Tyler 1 Championship Series, Spring 2018. A new champion will be crowned next week, following MLGB Esports Club's victory over Meme Stream Dream Team last year. We've got community casters, including Track3J, Valkyrin, Chad Chin Chin, Disguised Toast, some no-name named Deacon, Wings of Diamond X, Loco Doco, Ape Gang, Captain Coach, another no-name, LS, and Travis Gafford's copy intern, Mark Z. We've got 8 teams and 40 legendary North American e-athletes. From streamers to win traders and memers to feeders, how could you ask yourself for a more legendary tournament than this? And you might be thinking to yourself, wow, with all these players and personalities, there must be a nutty prize pool. And you'd be right. It ain't 5K. It ain't 10K. It's $50,000 straight from the charitable pockets of Lol Tyler 1.
Alright, that's enough. Lots of exciting stuff coming up in the preseason, but this episode must come to an end. To wrap up this week's episode, let's get a look at traffic conditions with Plutoette. Thanks, Pluto. Plutoette again, with my dog, Momo. What do you mean I can't have her on set? Well, okay? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna keep my dog on, okay? Thank you very much. Anyways, for the traffic. With the end of the ranked season, many tryhards have left their road, and boosters have hibernated for the season. This doesn't mean the roads are safe, however, as Riot's new video, Is It Meta, has spiked traffic accidents in several games, with people driving off-meta champions and inevitably crashing their teammates' MMRs. Drive safe on the roads out there! Your preseason games do matter, as they will influence how you place in your provisional matches in Season 9. Back to you guys! Good girl. Thanks, Plutoette. That ends the first episode of the Iron News Telecast. Subscribe and come back next week to catch the hot topics of League of Legends. You won't want to miss it. Preseason is just getting started.
Make sure to share this video with your silver friends to enlighten them with our intellectual news coverage. Although, to be fair, you have to have a very, very high IQ to understand the Iron News Telecast.
That's it from us, from the news crew at the Iron News Telecast.
Make sure to run it down mid.
Wait, that's not on the screen.
Iron News Telecast.
Sup, Director?
Gun, you didn't report any of the Korean roster changes.
The what?
LCK roster changes? I had them on the script.
Who cares?
Well, that's a decent first episode, I guess. One day, I'll create something as great as Travis Gafford Industries.